Hello to anyone who might be watching this. So today I thought I'd show you my Phantom of the Opera graphic novel collection. It's not exhaustive by any means, but I think I've got about 6 straightforward retellings, 1 sequel, and 1 book that is clearly inspired by the Phantom. I thought I'd go through these in order of publication. So this one is the first one I have. It's from the 80s and it's French. It's from the Rouletabille series. So for anyone who doesn't know, Rouletabille is Gaston Leroux's detective character who appears in a number of his novels. So in this version, Raoul is replaced by Rouletabille, but it doesn't really make much of a difference because they're both Frenchmen who enjoy snooping. Rouletabille is a bit brighter than Raoul in the original novels, but here they've dumbed him down to make him a bit more like Raoul. So I really like this one. It's quite cartoony, but it's actually really quite faithful to the original novel. I'll just show you a little bit. I think with all of these, I'll just show you my favorite bits, just to give you an idea. For example, I love this bit where Rouletabille has just lost consciousness after having all the death's heads fall on him in the cemetery, and he hallucinates being carried off by skulls with bats' wings. You can see Christine is a brunette in this one. Oh, and yes, we have the Persian in this one, and we have the rat catcher. So, see, it is really quite accurate. We've got the Phantom's torture chamber here. Oh, and here you've got Eric. I actually really like how they did his face in this one, because he looks properly scary, but also actually quite funny. Right. Oh, and I love this bit as well, when Raoul and the Persian are recovering consciousness after having been almost drowned. And you get Eric and Christine watching over them. Anyway, so that's that for this one. But it's one of my favorite ones. And it's also got a sequel, which is pretty insane. This one's called The Treasure of the Phantom of the Opera. And in this one, Rouletabille and Christine are engaged and they're on holiday in Venice. And basically Christine gets abducted by evil Satanists, and Rouletabille and the Phantom have to team up to save her. As you can see, the illustrations in this one are also fun. I'll just show you some bits I really like at the end. Oh, yes, here you get shirtless Eric. Oddly, not the only one I have that includes a shirtless Eric. Right. I mean, I'm kind of spoiling this, but see, lots of drama. Ooh, I want to find the bit where Eric takes someone out with a chair. This one is completely insane. I think there's a reconstruction of Venice. See, there's a miniature version of Venice in Venice. Oh, yes, I love this specific illustration. He's saying, "Smile for the camera," as he knocks him out with a camera. Yeah, so these two are just great. Right, next one up is The Phantom of the Opera by Mitchell Perkins and Wanda Dalton. It's part of the Innovation series. So this one is by far the creepiest one I own. I'll show you why. It's straightforward horror. The illustrations are really quite beautiful, though the Phantom has a ponytail in this one, which makes it a bit harder to take him seriously. If you're a man watching this and you have a ponytail, I'm sorry. I'm sure you're very nice, but I wouldn't be able to take you seriously as a cellar-dwelling serial killer. Right, so the really creepy bits are, let me see. Carlotta has a really rough time of it. Here you can see her appearing on stage with most of her hair gone. She's also naked, but I won't show you that. And has completely lost her mind and is going to be consigned to a mental asylum forever. So I think Eric kind of went overboard with this one. And the other bit that is very creepy is, let me see. He's got a Raoul mask in this one that he wears. Right, you see, he's got a Raoul mask and then he puts it on so that Christine can get to choose between Raoul and a creepy man wearing Raoul's face, which is what I guess he means by a choice. And lastly, I really like this illustration at the end of Eric. As you can see, they've done his face properly in this one. Anyway, let's start with this version. Right, next up we have Sherlock Holmes' Adventure of the Opera Ghost by Stephen Philip Jones and Alden Barossa. So I'm not really sure about the cover on this one because it doesn't really reflect the art style of the rest of the thing, but still pretty cool. Oh, I love this illustration of Eric. It might be one of my favorite ones. I will say the actual story in this one is just really weird because it's Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson investigating the whole mystery, except it doesn't really make much sense. Oh, and instead of Eric being nice at the end because Christine kissed him, he is nice suddenly because Dr. Watson talks to him about his dead wife and that makes him feel sorry. This one has Ayesha, the cat, who I believe was created in Susan Kay's Phantom book, which I don't particularly like myself, but I know a lot of people do. I mean the book, not the cat. I like the cat. Right, and then you've got the phantoms there. Anyway, it's pretty cool. The only thing is I do wish it didn't have as many typos, because it has quite a lot of typos. But yes, a lot of cool art. And now we have another French one. So this is Phantom of the Opera, Rouletabille adventure. So this one also does the thing of including Rouletabille in the story to make it part of a larger series of adaptations of Gaston Leroux novels. I love the cover on this one. I will say the framing device in this one doesn't work as well as the other one with Rouletabille, where they replaced Raoul by Rouletabille. In this case, Rouletabille doesn't really even come into it very much. It's just him having a conversation with the Persian about what happened, which at least means that they're able to keep everything else almost exactly like in the original novel, but at the same time makes Rouletabille's role in the whole thing completely pointless. It would be exactly the same if he wasn't in it. The Opéra Garnier is beautiful in this one. The artist clearly knows the building very well. But I'll try to find a rooftop bit. Oh, and Raoul has a mustache in this one, which is good, and he's blonde. I mean, not that I care all that much about Raoul and Christine being blonde, it's more just that they almost never are. Oh, this bit is gorgeous from Masquerade. And then on the rooftop, here you can see again the opera house, which looks amazing in this one. Oh, and yes, here you've got Christine getting abducted. So I won't go through the whole thing, it's quite a recent one. I mean, if you like it, I would encourage you to buy it. But yes, this one is a really good one. I also own another book from that series and would like to get some more maybe. Now next up we have Phantom of the Opera by Tommy Varga. This one's quite a recent one. I really like this one. I won't show you very much of it, but do go and get it if you like it. Oh, I'll just pick a few bits I really like. Here you've got Raoul sulking during the masquerade. He spends quite a lot of this one being quite dramatic, which I like. Oh right, I'll just try to find the one illustration of Eric in it that I think is just really cool. I guess here you've got the bit where he just randomly appears at a dinner party, wearing his fake nose, and here he's wearing, you know, a fake mask. But yeah, this illustration is just amazing. But yes, I really like this one. The last one I have that's a proper Phantom of the Opera adaptation is this one, which you might have seen online. I wasn't actually expecting to like this one as much as I do, but this one's just a graphic novel version of the Andrew Lloyd Webber musical. Let me try to find a bit I like. I'm trying to avoid showing you everything, just so I'm not getting in the way of copyright laws. Oh yes, I like this bit. This is when Christine is reminiscing about being underground when she's on the rooftop. But I really like how creepy this is and how they got the mannequin bride in it. And yes, here you've got Eric being sad. Right. Yeah, this one is just really cool, and the art is nice, and I just also really like the fact that it's more straightforward horror than the actual musical and some of the art choices. Finally, we have Aspic, Détective de l'étrange. So this is the 5th book in a series by Thierry Gloris and Emmanuel Despujol. I got it because there was quite a lot of Phantom of the Opera related things in it, despite the fact that it's not a Phantom of the Opera story. But there's quite a lot of it that reminds me of Phantom. There's a chandelier crash here, and you also have a masked person going around doing all kinds of phantom-y things. Oh, and the main thing is you get Gaston Leroux as a character in it, which I really like. They make him a bit of a wimp in this, which I don't like as much. There you've got Gaston Leroux here. You've got the person with the mask there. And, yeah. Oh, this bit annoys me actually. I really like the illustration. But this guy's saying, oh, what great architecture. And she's saying, oh, well, I don't like it that much, which, you know, is stupid because how can you not like that staircase? Right, and that's that. So that's all of the Phantom graphic novels I own so far. I might get some more at some point, though I probably shouldn't because, you know, money. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you like any of these, I would strongly encourage you to check them out, get a copy. Most of the older ones are available, I think, on eBay or ebooks. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching.